Feature film and television adaptations of popular video game franchises have rarely turned out to be box office gold. Still, there have been a few successes over the years, and back in the day, one of the standout features was 1995's Mortal Kombat, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. While critics didn't fall in love with this action-packed take on the ultra-violent fighting game franchise, video game and action movie fans loved it, and the film sat at #1 at the box office for 3 weeks after it opened. The film plucked several fan-favorite characters straight from the realm of the video game, including Sonya Blade. Cast in the role of the butt-kicking soldier was Bridget Wilson, and if you paid attention through all those spin kicks, you probably thought she looked pretty familiar. The plot of Mortal Kombat concerns an interdimensional fighting tournament hosted by a sorcerer/martial arts master. The tournament is between the best fighters of the Earth realm and the Outworld, a parallel universe ruled by an evil emperor. Per the series mythology, if Earth loses 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments in a row, the Outworld minions get the green light to invade, and wouldn't you know it, they've lost the last 9.
The fate of billions will depend upon you. Sorry.
The film focused on 3 of Earthrealm's combatants, the planet's last best hope against the imminent Outworld invasion. Wilson's Sonya Blade was the lone female protagonist among a largely male cast. The character of Sonya is one of the original 7-player characters from the very first Mortal Kombat video game, and she's been featured in some capacity in every iteration of the franchise since. But beating down evil sorcerers wasn't Bridget Wilson's first rodeo. By the time she was cast in Mortal Kombat, she'd already spent several years gracing screens both big and small. In 1992, Wilson began her long acting career with a 4-episode arc on a popular franchise that's about to see new life in the 2020s, the teen sitcom Saved by the Bell. Wilson played Ginger, a student whose short stint at Bayside High was less than memorable. Though her role didn't last, the popular series marked her first credited acting role and got her foot in the door of the business. Wilson soon moved on to the soapy drama Santa Barbara, where she enjoyed a 2-year, 51-episode run as Lisa Fenimore. Flush with newfound soap opera fame, Wilson made the difficult leap to film, landing the role of Whitney Slater, daughter to Hollywood legend Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in his 1993 film Last Action Hero. Co-written by Shane Black, the movie is both a riff on cheesy action films and a cheesy action film itself, giving Wilson plenty of room to stretch as an actress. The story follows a boy who gets sucked into his favorite film franchise, forcing him to try to convince the hero that everything that's happening is part of a movie.
He's hopelessly insane. Very soon he's going to tell you he loved you in Gone with the Wind.
This is her first movie.
Last Action Hero also happened to come at the height of Schwarzenegger's fame, and it was perfectly timed to offer Wilson a springboard that would take her career to the next level. In 1995, Wilson tried her hand at comedy, starring in the movie that made Adam Sandler a star, Billy Madison. Wilson played the memorable role of elementary school teacher Veronica Vaughn, the instructor who pushed Billy to finish school so he could reclaim his right to his father's hotel business. Despite the fact that her character was a bit of a stereotype without much discernible depth, Wilson brought plenty of humor to the role, earning not only the affection of Billy, but of moviegoers everywhere. After proving her leading lady chops, Wilson moved onward and upward from Billy Madison to enjoy the most productive decade of her career. By 1996, Wilson was becoming a certified star in Hollywood. After appearing back-to-back in Billy Madison and Mortal Kombat, she racked up credits in no fewer than 16 different projects through 2001, including major Hollywood blockbusters, offbeat indie films, and popular television series of the time. In the late 90s and early 2000s, you could hardly turn on a screen without seeing Wilson staring back at you. Some of the highlights of this phase of her career include a turn opposite Daryl Hannah and Matthew Modine in The Real Blonde, and roles in I Know What You Did Last Summer, Starstruck, House on Haunted Hill, and The Wedding Planner, in which she starred alongside Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez. In early 2000, Wilson was cast on the short-lived TV stock market drama The Street. By the next year, The Street had been canceled, but Wilson still managed to land a guest spot on the popular Kelsey Grammer sitcom Frasier. The last act of Wilson's career led her to appear on a few other major shows, including a single-episode turn on CSI Miami. Her last feature film was the Sonny Liston biopic Phantom Punch, released in 2008. While Wilson's acting career has come to a halt in recent years, it may just be because she's deprioritized stardom to focus on her family. Sports fans might recognize Bridget Wilson from her prominent position cheering on her Grand Slam-winning husband from the sidelines of the U.S. Open. In 2000, Wilson married American tennis legend Pete Sampras, with whom she now has 2 sons. Though Sampras completed most of his incredible career before meeting Wilson, the two had already married when Sampras won his last Open in 2002. Even though the Mortal Kombat franchise will soon get new life through a 2021 reboot, Wilson is probably done with the role of Sonya Blade at this point, especially since her character was recast in the sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. She seems perfectly content with her life outside the limelight, and after the extremely productive career she's had, who can blame her? It sure looks like she's claimed a
Flawless victory.
Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.